your ass up.
It was 9 p.m. on a Thursday, but this wasn't any other normie-ass Thursday. I was sitting on my toilet, watching Twitch, taking a shit when I get a text from my main little bitch. My then boyfriend, Jared. You see, Jared and I had been going out for over 8 months, a world record for an impatient little white boy like me. I was madly infatuated with this guy more than any man, woman, or child. I'm not a pedophile. No, stop please, I'd ever been with before. We met on r/anime when I made a thread looking for a cute boy IRL that looked like Leorio from Hunter x Hunter. And Jared was the first response. I remember his first words to me like a soft poem into my delicate little ears.
Haha, I think I might look a little like him. Haha, XD LMAO lol crying laughing emoji.
With an added selfie of his cute little cosplay of Leorio. This image instantly got my little Johnson up and ready for the pounds, but nonetheless, we popped in the good old Twitter DMs and the rest was history. Or so I thought. You see, what Jared forgot to mention after 8 months into a committed relationship was his ex-boyfriend. A guy so notorious within this anime YouTube community that it shook me to my very core. Jared texted me that night and I expelled my bowels faster than a Minecraft YouTuber getting cancelled for saying the fucking R slur. He texted me,
"My ex broke out of prison. He said he wants to talk to you. His name is Mr. Anime."
Mr. Anime, the first big anime YouTuber. This man was one of the pioneers of this dying community. God, I should have fucking jumped ship when C-Dog pushed me off. Overcoming all odds and making a small name for himself back in the late 2000s and early 2010s. Everything seemed to be going merry as an onlooker. I was just a wee boy when Mr. Anime was first sprouting up. I was an avid watcher, but not for the reasons you'd usually watch someone. I did despicable, disgusting things that I'm not proud of. Tormented this man in the worst way possible. I rickrolled him. I know, one of the cardinal sins. I'm not proud of admitting this, but I rickrolled him almost on a daily basis for months on end in 2010. My day would consist of planning and plotting how to troll this anime guy in the most convoluted ways possible, learning how to code and embed Rick Astley's little masterpiece into the crevices of the internet. I was such a devious delinquent. I wore a little fedora and had a fucking straw in my mouth like Tom fucking Sawyer. I was the king of the goddamn world. But you may be asking, why did you troll him? He was just reviewing anime. He hadn't done anything bad at that point. Well, you see, in 2010, anime was for fucking losers. You got wedgied, you get swirly, and I'll fucking beat you the fuck up. That's how it was. It was like the Wild West of the world. And anime fans were the horses to us alpha fucking cowboys that will kill the fuck out of you and give you a swirly in the fucking gym locker room. Fuck you, Tony. And as a man with Bolivian bullying blood in my veins, it was an extremely hard thing to control as a child, expelling my bullying fixations upon this poor anime man. But as 2011 rolled around, I began to develop self-control and ceased my trolling. I was devastated to find out over a year and a half later that Mr. Anime murdered his family in cold blood. This isn't some fucking tale. I'm being dead ass with you right now. This man actually killed his family. It's pretty fucked up. I immediately thought to my trolling of this man and felt a sense of contention. I did troll a murderer, but didn't he deserve it? Did I do anything wrong? My tainted brain, I fell into a deep state of contention. I didn't know what was happening. So many thoughts flooded my sexualized brain because I was in puberty at the time and I was horny as fuck. And I came to one conclusion: to block that shit up, block that emotional trauma up, baby, because that will never come back to bite me in the ass later. Definitely not. That's not foreshadowing for this video. The police released a statement with Mr. Anime's confession soon after, stating,
My crimes were definitely not a result of my internet trolls. Please do not take them seriously. They're definitely being satirical and making a stupid video surrounding a topic about a murderer and not taking anything seriously. Please don't take anything seriously.
Even if I was definitely not connected to that crime at all whatsoever, I felt a sense of sorrow. But cut to 9 years later, and my bottled up emotional baggage was popping out like my Nima's fat ass beer belly. Like, go on the fucking treadmill, you fat fucking bitch. I read this text from my boy toy and I couldn't help but scream in pure, utter terror. How did he escape? Why didn't Jared tell me he used to date Mr. Anime? Mr. Anime is gay? So many questions imploded in my tainted mind, but I decided to solve all these answers in one fatal swoop. One rash decision to escape confrontation with my victim of trolling and my boyfriend. Once again, bottling up my emotions and running away from my relationship. This will work out, I am sure of it. 2 weeks later, I cut all contact with Jared in hopes of isolating myself from Mr. Anime. Jared was probably extremely confused at my actions, him being unaware of all my turbulent trolling tirades I used to perform on Mr. Anime. I should have communicated and trusted him. He kept that secret from me for far too fucking long, man. I'm one to run from danger, but Jared was worth that danger. As I reminisced with my rose-colored glasses on, I began to think of Jared and I's first date. A sultry Saturday afternoon, I picked him up from the airport, full of sweat because I'm a fat little bitch, and we went to go grab some Starbucks, as I thought that would ease my sweat, even though coffee is hot. Never mind. We discussed airplanes and near-death experiences, typical first date type, typical stuff. And after that caffeine settled in our systems, we went back to my place and fucked the shit out of each other. I ripped that ass to fucking shreds, man. It was kind of crazy. And after all that fucking hot and steamy action, I sat in pure ecstasy, looked at my ceiling, limp dick in hand, and thought to myself, entered my brain again, man, do I love women. You see, I tried to force myself to be the man that Jared wanted me to be. Obviously, a homosexual man wants a homosexual boyfriend. That's like obviously a no-brainer, and I thought I could be that, and I thought I was that. Ever since a young age, I was obsessed with the Winx Club and Barbie. I'd make them fucking play around, take each other's pants off, a good old time. And I'd be bullied on the playground. Kids would call me gay, and the word I'm not allowed to say. And it was a weird time for me. Ever since I was 5, I thought I was a little gay boy. After experiencing this sexual gay experience, I felt nothing. Sure, it felt fucking amazing, like I never cooned like that in my goddamn life, but I couldn't stop thinking of women the whole time. Thoughts kept rushing into my brain, I didn't know what to do. I was going crazy because questioning your sexuality beside your boyfriend that you just fucked messes with your fucking head. But I continued on with this fucking relationship knowing this about myself, that I was straight. I liked Winx Club as a kid, not because I liked the fucking clothes, but because I wanted to fuck the shit out of Blossom. Like, who the fuck did it? Nevertheless, I continued this toxic behavior until we broke up over his ex. This was a get or a jail free card, you could say, except I didn't pass go and collect $200. I ran away from my problems and left my $200 Nobby figure at his apartment. Fuck, man, I miss my fucking girl. But more importantly, I need to confront Jared and tell him the truth. That hopefully he gets his murderer ex-boyfriend off me. Please, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. Gee, I need to call Jared. I'm gonna call Jared.
Hello?
Hey, dude. How are you? I needed to confess something.
I'm doing fine. More importantly, what the fuck happened?
Well, there's a lot of explaining I've gotta do.
You trolled my ex? That's hilarious. Well, he's kind of a murderer, so maybe it's not that funny, but that's why you broke it off?
Don't worry, I already handled that at the beginning of the video. This is a satirical video, so almost everything I say is always false. But one thing is damn well true, and is the reason I broke up with you.
Yeah.
It's you.
Is it because my last name is Fogel? Because I can change that. I've been meaning to.
No. I love Subway. I just... Not pedophilia. Yeah, you should probably change that, but dude, I'm straight.
Well, no shit.
Huh? What?
You suck dick like you're brushing your teeth. I've got scars, dude. You took me to get stitches.
Everybody starts somewhere, but you do this the whole time?
I figured it out along the way, but I just liked hanging out with you. No hard feelings. Especially since my murderer ex-boyfriend kinda has a problem with you, so... Good luck, I guess.
That's a relief. I'm glad you're okay with this. By the way, how's the good old Mr. Anime doing? Did they catch him?
Yeah, thank God. Not before I gave him your address, though.
What? What the fuck? Hello? Hello? DMs.